Hi, church family. Good morning. This is Dave Holland coming to you today to talk a little bit about God's steadfast love and forgiveness for us. As we get started, I just wanted to kind of take a minute to think about how many times during this isolation period have you come across a situation in your house where you've got the choice to either make your own decision to fix the situation or choose God's plan to do so. Your plan undoubtedly will have some form of instant gratification to it. It will be tailor-made to suit your needs and one that you feel very good about your control of the outcome of it. But what happens when that plan goes awry? Does it cause another problem to arise? And what about the next plan? Does that try to fix the problem that just happened, or the one before that, or the one before that? It's a common issue that we all face, and where do we always end up when we're in trouble? Well, we end up praying to God for help. And you know deep in your heart that God's plan was the one you should have chosen all to begin with. It may not be the easiest, and rarely is, but it's one that if you know that you're in God's arms, there's nothing that can be taken away from you, because God's love is so deep for us that there's nothing can stand in the way if you allow His plans to be followed. So what this brings to mind, naturally, as human beings, we are flawed. And we know that God provides us forgiveness through His Son, Jesus Christ. And that brings us to our story for today, which is the story that Jesus told about the prodigal son, as written in Luke chapter 15, verses 11 through 19. Jesus continued, "There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger son spoke to his father. He said, 'Father, give me my share of the family property.' So the father divided his property between 2 sons. Not long after that, the younger son packed up all he had. Then he left for a country far, far away. There he wasted his money on wild living. He spent everything he had. Then the whole country ran low on food, so the son didn't have anything he needed. He went to work for someone who lived in that country, and that person sent the son to the fields to feed the pigs. The son wanted to fill his stomach with the food the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. He began to think clearly again. He said, 'How many of my father's hired servants have more than enough food, but I am here dying of hunger? I will get up and go back to my father. I will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven. I have sinned against you, and I am no longer fit to be called your son.' And we all know the rest of the story. His father lovingly welcomes him home and throws a huge feast in honor of him making the choice to come back, returning to him home where he should be of all the beginning. But God's forgiveness works exactly in the same way. No matter what path we have chosen in our past, you'll always be forgiven and provided a way to get back to the right path. In 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, you're tempted in the same way all human beings are. God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted by more than you can take. But when you are tempted, God will give you a way out, and then you'll be able to deal with it. So God always has a plan for our lives. Maybe we can hopefully come to the realization that His plans are always better than ours, and we need to open up our hearts and minds to make sure that we can always be present to listen to His word and follow His lead. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. Thanks.